Yo, first of all, y'all don't even, man, like, nigga. Let's get this little intro out the way, man. And what the fuck?
As your body grows bigger, your mind must flower. It's great to learn, because knowledge is power.
Yo, and that's what the fuck they took us from, was fucking knowledge. Yo, we getting straight to the point. When it comes to what happened in America, we're going to figure it out through a made-up story that they gave us about a character that they invented, called Santa Claus, which goes back to a Satan clause. But most people don't. They're not gonna register this shit. So you know what? Let's do this. Where are we at? You know what? Fuck that. That's what we about to do. Yeah. Because this is some shit. So let's go. First things first. Y'all make sense out of this. I got a whole collage. I had to make a whole fucking list of this shit because today while I was at work, I was just zoning. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then something popped up while I was on Facebook, and these niggas had the nerve to think this shit made sense. So what it says is Moorish Charity School for Indian Education. Now, wait a minute. I thought these niggas don't work for the devil. I thought they're not cool with the white boy at all. And I can hear people, oh, well, yeah, they, you know what I'm saying? They raising up the Indian because they've been misclassified. Wait, hold up. Why would the school be a charity school for Indian education when I thought Indian was a misnomer? And I can hear people already. They're like, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They raise people up. No. Moors haven't been talking to Indians at all. They've been talking to the American Negro. And if we're Indians, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. You mean to fucking tell me that the Moors had a charity school back in the 17 motherfucking hundreds and they never brought this up? Why? Because it wouldn't make any sense. They can't, on one hand, talk about the slaves who didn't get free until 1865, and then in the same breath tell you that they had a charity school open in the 1700s. Because you're going to use common sense and you're going to ask them a question. Well, why was the white boy whipping me, but not you? Oh, because I'm a noble. I know who I am. So wait a minute. Are you telling me that there was blacks in America that weren't slaves? Yeah. Okay. So why haven't the Moorish people, the Moorish nation, the Science Temple, the ones who are outside Moors, the ones who are Egyptian Moors, all that stuff, why didn't they ever bring up South Carolina and all them slave masters? See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if the Moors are a benefit to us, then why didn't they tell us about their charity school back in the 1700s? Why didn't they tell us about all the black slave masters in the antebellum South in South Carolina? Don't you think that would make, people's nuts hang a little lower? Maybe that gave them more inspiration instead of telling us about how we're really we got domination over America, but we're from Africa because we're from Morocco. You see how you niggas keep trying to take us back to Africa with your bitch ass. That's what I'm saying. And then you would have the school for Indian education, but all of your fucking little flunkies say Indian is a misnomer. So then why the fuck would they call us that? Why? Oh, because they trying to sneak in the Indians. Wait a minute. Y'all said it's a misnomer. Oh, yeah, because they're trying to sneak them in to make them know that they're really Moors. So then where is this large amount of Indian Moors? Why have we never seen that push until we started saying stuff like 2010, 2009, because this shit's been around for a while. I keep telling people, yeah, I'm speaking on it, but I'm not the originator. Yeah, Dan Calloway speaking on it, but he's not the originator. Yeah, Top Cat speaking on it, he's not the originator. People like Chief Warhorse, and I'll give Chief Holiday and Unconscious One their flowers because they have been out here for a long fucking time. I ain't gonna front. If you look back, their pages go back to like 2008, 2009. So I give certain people have been on this mission. My argument with a couple of them is, why do y'all push the Moor narrative when the Moors had a charity school for Indian education? Why is the white boy letting you fucking wake up his slaves? Why would the white man allow you in his shit to wake up slaves? Why would he allow you to do that? He wouldn't. And that's why blacks are still asleep to this day. Nobody started popping this Indian stuff to the degree that it's being popped until brothers that didn't have nothing to do with the Moors and didn't have nothing to do with Pan-Africanism started speaking on it. That's the only time this shit started popping. So, I know you're like, what the hell does that got to do with Santa Claus? Oh, man, y'all ready? Here we go. Here we go. So, where we at? All right. One of the first literary mentions of this figure in the American context was in Washington Irving's 1809 book, Knickerbocker's History of New York. Now, I could get into detail and give you all that blase, but you don't need that. What you need to know is it was made in 1809, the Santa Claus that we know. We're not talking about Santa Claus and the dude who has the little devil that works for him and gives kids coal or scares. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the version that you guys know, because that's what we have to deal with. That was made in 1809 by Washington Irving, the same guy who made up Christopher Columbus. And I know people are like, made up Christopher Columbus. Bruh, the story doesn't make any sense. If I show you Portugal or Spain on a map, you're gonna think Queen Isabella was a fucking retard. Why would she even give this nigga a boat if he doesn't know to go to the right? All he had to do was sail to the right, motherfucker. Take it down Africa or go into the little Mediterranean. Nigga, he's been right there. For some reason, he don't go that way. He goes all the way to the left to a place that nobody on earth knows. Or does somebody know? And this is how we know you Moors are some dirty motherfuckers and y'all not from America. Y'all some traitors that came over here and backstabbed us. That's who you is. I'm going to prove it. So the same guy who gave y'all Christopher Columbus, calling people Indians, 1492, there is no Hindus. There is no India until 1948, let's just say 1900s. Let's just say it like that. There is no India until the 1900s. It's Hindustan in 1492. But for some reason, he got these Indians. Nobody wants to see the suffix word. Everybody's talking about Indus Valley and all that. Ain't got nothing to do with that. We've already caught you in a lie. There is no land called India at that time. So you're referencing them to being Indians has nothing to do with a misnomer. It has nothing to do with misclassification. It has nothing to do with that. It is a Masonic code language for explaining who these people are. Indi, indigenous. Ian, guardian, veterinarian, vegetarian. It is an add-on word. Grow up. All they were saying is these are the indigenous people of this land. That's all they're saying. So Irvin did his in 1809. That's when the story comes. But wait. Let's go even deeper than that. Let's go to the original Santa Claus. Where's the original Santa at? Santa first comes to Europe in 1864. So wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. So you're telling me Santa is a European story that's from the East, Santa Claus. Okay. You're telling me the story hit America before it hit England? I thought that's where these niggas is from. It comes out in America 1809. It comes out, historians think that Santa Claus first stepped foot in England in 1864. So what are we saying? What are we saying? And this is shout out to all them brothers that say that they came over here, learned all this shit, and then claimed it was from over there. How the fuck did we have Santa before them when I thought it's Santa Claus? I thought it's they shit. I thought they from England, my nigga. So how does it hit England in 1864, but it's in an American book in 1809? This is why I'm telling y'all, everybody good, but they ain't fucking with me. Everybody swell, but they ain't fucking with me. You're not fucking with the Lord. You're not fucking with the Lord. You're not. Y'all not. Y'all call yourself gods. Y'all call yourself kings. Y'all call yourself masters. None of y'all fucking with the Lord. Every knee shall bend. Facts. And people can take that how they want. You don't understand its allegorical greatness, but I do. Now, I took a little search, little spot, and I can give y'all the links and stuff. But I took a little search spot from this Dutch review. Now it says historians believe that Dutch immigrants in the 1700s brought the Sinterklaas festivities with them when they went to the New World. There he merged into other fluences, foremost the English figure of Father Christmas. But wait a minute, hold up. How is that, nigga? It was in the so the Santa Claus, Sinterklaas, all that stuff. They say the Dutch brought that. Remember, I told you it's from the East. It's white people stuff. Okay, they brought that from the Dutch immigrants in the 1700s, and they brought it to the festivals that they had in the New World. Okay, we already know the New World is America, but they say there he merged with other influences, foremost the English figure Father of Christmas. What's that mean? What's that mean? Because the English didn't learn about Santa Claus until 1864. For some reason, Santa Claus is already in America before he even hits England. But the Dutch are connected to the Europeans, so they fly right over these niggas. This is what they're saying. You have to follow them. So they fly right over the Englishmen and bring this shit for some reason here. Now, a lot of y'all don't understand the connection, but I'm about to lace it for you. Why you think America, the United States, the corporation, owns Alaska? Make that make sense, P-Funk. Make that make sense, locos. Just one time for your mind. Why the fuck does this corporation that is merged in the middle of two different fucking parts, it's merged in the middle of Central America and Canada, for some reason, they got this tip way the fuck over here. Like, nigga, how did they get up there to even claim that? Well, let's get into this conversation. Y'all know about the Arctic Circle? So check this out for you flat earthers. For the flat earthers out there, y'all got to understand what the North Pole is. The North Pole is a connection. It's a hidden connection to getting all across the world. This is what the top of your globe looks like. This is it. This circle right here is called the Arctic Circle. It's a door. It's a doorway to go to different parts of the world. You got Russia, you got Europe, you got Canada. So you can get all across the sides. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is the answer to that myth or that story about Santa Claus being able to get across the whole world in one night. This is what they're talking about. They're talking about this Arctic Circle that nobody speaks on because everybody's too lost in being, a bestie to the government, a bestie to conspiracy theories, all types of stupid shit. This ain't even this is not a conspiracy theory video. This is like straight facts. Santa lives where? In the North Pole. Well, guess where the Arctic Circle is? In the North Pole. Shotgun blasting y'all niggas, man. Shotgun blasting y'all niggas. So hold up. So you can get to the Americas by just taking the waters up north. Why does this make sense? This makes sense because of white cargo, even if people don't want to believe it. The British shipped some slaves over here. It just so happens 300,000. Okay. Everybody's lying about the slave trade that came to America. All them boats is coming from the Caribbean. It's a Caribbean slave trade. It's a Caribbean, South American slave trade. It don't have nothing to do with North America because they only sent, ironically, 300-something thousand slaves to America, to the corporation. Now, here's where it gets fishy. All the names on the slave boat papers are European. They even had King James on that motherfucker, and literally the paper says King James, like King James was a slave. So if they all African, why wouldn't, and supposedly there's no African, but why wouldn't at least the white dude, because it's stock. You know what I'm saying? You're taking certain slaves for certain things. You want to breed some, you want some working on the farm, so on and so on. So why wouldn't he rate them by tribe or by, work? What they gonna do? Why would it just be a bunch of European names? I don't know. That's where that slave stuff takes a different toll because there's pictures of white people working in the tobacco field. But how'd they get over here? How could the white man make it across the Atlantic Ocean? How? Y'all got to use y'all brain for a minute. Y'all got to think. There's no suntan lotion. This motherfucker's burning up today. Sizzling right now. All right, now imagine this motherfucker on the open sea. That nigga who got off that boat looking like Freddy Krueger. That shit don't make no fucking sense. Then how did they carry all that cargo that whole way? There's no pit stops. There's no islands in the middle of that. So where's all this shit going? Where y'all getting fresh water? Where y'all getting fresh food? It don't make no sense. It's too long of a trip. It doesn't make any sense. But how could you get some people over here and it would actually make it? And it makes sense. You would go up north. And that's another Masonic play because they always talk about that shit too. Even with the slaves, they were always trying to run back to Canada. They were always trying to run up north because up north is where they're free. Why? I don't know. Maybe that's because that's where they came from. I don't know. This is how this secret worked. If they brought any slaves over here, they all came from up top. Then nobody comes straight across. It's not true. And when they try to talk about the Olmec never left fucking the Pacific fucking. I mean, they never left the Americas. Period. They're from Peru. They're from Peru. The Incas from Peru. The Arawaks from Peru. All of them are from Peru, bro. They're not from anywhere else. They didn't come from nowhere else. So that whole West African coming over here. And also when they talk about Mesa Musa and him sending his brother or his son or something to link up with Montezuma, that defeats their whole purpose of them saying they, were doing something over here, because it's like, that's a lie, bro. You met somebody. If you're coming over here to meet somebody, that means there's people already here. He didn't say he brought the dude who became Montezuma over here. They ain't saying no shit like that. Nah, Montezuma's already here. You know what I'm saying? So that means there's people already here. And then there are certain pyramids that were over here way before the West African fucking dynasties. Like, nigga, what? We're going back to 1200 BC, nigga. What do you hear about West Africa in 1200 BC? Nothing. I ain't heard shit about no West Africa in 1200 BC rocking the house like that. I've never heard of no shit like that. Well, bro, I already have shit over here. I got a gang of stuff that's already been over here. Like, what are you talking about? They at least credit even the fucking Siberian for like 12,000 years over here. We know we've been over here way longer than we've already proved at least 50 to 100 years. But it's like, okay, they at least give him 12. All right, give me 12,000 years of West African rulership. Give me it. You will never fucking find it. You're lying. You lying out your mind. Even that Moorish shit is not that long ago. You know what I'm saying? The 7th century, like, and yeah, I'm about to get back to that, because here's the thing. This is how they got them slaves over here. All right, now go back to the point of the first picture I showed you. They sneaking people over here. Nobody's talking about it. But for some reason, these fools got a charity school for Indian education. For an Indian education to what? Because you still got to explain, why is it 1754? You're a Moor. You talk to Negroes. Y'all don't be going on no fucking reservations. Y'all talk to the Negroes here. Okay, so you got to explain, player, why since 1750 to 1770s was you a free person? Nigga, this is not the 1800s yet. Hello? It's not the 1800s yet. Why are they allowing you to walk around? And then the Moors today, why do they get civil mortuus, whatever? They get locked up and embarrassed in court. Why is that? Why were you allowed to have Indian education? What are you talking about? When y'all say Indian is a misclassification. So I'm trying to figure out, nigga, are you the fucking indoctrinators, nigga? Are you the one who took our fucking status from us? Is that what it is? Instead of blaming these white people, talking about it's these Indian schools they made, was it y'all? That's the question. And that's what I'm trying to get people to realize. It's like, nigga, when it comes to this Santa Claus shit, you got to look at the outfit. Santa kind of do look like a Moor. And why is the story so weird? Why does America have the story from the Dutch in the 1700s? Because they even said Irvin made the book in like 1809. So it's like, okay, that's fitting. That's fitting. Maybe they came in the late 1700s. But why is England getting the story in 1860 something? Why don't they have the story yet, B? If that's where they from. Because remember, they gonna tell a lie. They gonna say that they was never slaves, and they was the slave masters, and they took people and all this different stuff, and people gonna fall for the okie doke because of some elders that got killed off, and the dummies that they left was just breeded into this ideology, this mind state. That's how it happened. Like, you just kill off the elders, and then you breed the kids. You know what I'm saying? All these different schools. Moors don't want no fucking war over here, nigga. All right, so, nigga, why the fuck? Make sense out of this. Who's the bitch that let Christopher Columbus sail off? Isabella, right? All right. From 1474 until 1504. Okay. Hey, which one of you Moors fucked this ugly bitch? Come on, don't all speak at once. Hold up. Which one of you Moors fucked this hoe? Because, nigga, if she's on the throne, nigga, in 1474. No, I'm sorry. She born. Hold up. What did it say? Let's read this shit exactly. Hold on. Isabella the First April 1451. Yeah. 26 to 1504 November. Isabella, also called Isabella the Catholic. And who gave them niggas that right to even have that shit? The Moors. Remember, the Moors are ruling Spain, nigga. She's born in 1451. The Moors are still in rule. The 1492. The Moors don't. Or better yet, no. My bad. The Moors don't fully get ramshacked until the end of the 1400s. Okay, my point is this. If you want to say that, because I look at it like this. The Moors aren't from here. They running scared. They got clipped. So since nobody knew about over here, Isabella didn't know about over here. The white man didn't know about over here. The Arab didn't know about over here. The Chinese, none, because the Siberian really don't count as a Chinese. You can't say that. You can say that they're Eurasian. That's what you can say, because they from Russia. What you're calling Russia, they from. So if the white man can be from there and they can be from there, nigga, they're Eurasian. That's not an Asian. So forget them. Why would and how could Isabella know about over here? She's supposedly sending this made-up character, Christopher Columbus, to come over here. But they've never been over here. But we know that some of these Moors maybe have touched down over here. That doesn't mean they're from here. Here's the thing. I think they're trying to mix into other shit. They trying to call themselves like the Olmecs, and it's like, nah, bro, that's not you, bro. Like, I'm not saying that that's not American turf. That's not American soil. That's America. But nah, bro, I don't think y'all, nah, y'all trying to go too far back. Oh, we're the Inca era. Nah, bro, I don't think that's who y'all is. I think y'all these niggas who got kicked out of the East, nigga. And y'all came over here, because remember, the first time you over here is with the Spaniards. See, but then y'all link up north with the European, who Santa Claus flew right the fuck over. So he dumb. So maybe it's like this. Maybe you are a spellcaster coming over here trying to indoctrinate the Indians, because at the same time you know more than what the white boy know. Hence and why he's wearing the fez at the end of his career. When he is a Mason in good standings, he puts the fez on. He's Shriner now. Okay, but the Klan was doing that way back in 1800. So this ain't new to them. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you got your Moorish charity schools for Indian education back in the 1700s. Klan don't come out to the 1800s. So who gave them that Islam shit? Checkmate. Yo, I murdered them every time. I murdered them. People understand, yo, I murdered them. So, who fucked this ugly bitch? Or who lost to this ugly bitch and her man? Like, if y'all want to say it like that, it's like, no. Bruh. They don't have no script. They don't have nothing until the Moorish dudes come over and go over there. So my whole thing is this. Since Moor is not necessarily a nationality, they're trying to play it off like it is, but it's really not, because there's Moors that are Arabian. There's Moors that are African. There's Moors that are Spanish. There's Moors that are claiming to be American. So it's like, wait a minute. This can't be a nationality, nigga, because that's too many different nationalities. Them all got different languages. Nigga. A nationality is one language, motherfucker. So it's like, how the fuck do y'all got Spanish? Y'all got fucking original, American Indian. You got African language. And these guys, Y'all made everything, huh? Yeah, we originated. We did all. Okay, but those are all different landmass. So basically, those lineages aren't all the same. They can't be. You know what I'm saying? They can't be all the same lineage because it's too many different fucking places. And they're all scattered around, bro. And they all have like nations today to where it's like, yeah, you know, color, we're not going to say that. And phenotype, we're not even going to argue that. What I'm saying is, how can you fucking claim that this is a nation? It's not. It's not. That's why y'all coming over here trying to claim the best nation of all. What's this other one? This was her man. This was her man, the dude, Isabella's husband. Or he was the well, never mind. I don't think this was her man. I think this was the dude who was ruling before she did. Henry the what's that, the fourth? Yeah, Henry the Fourth. He used to roll the Castile and Leon and all that stuff. Okay, this nigga got a fez on him. He got a fez on his head. You know what I'm saying? So even before she was ruling, okay, he don't look like no fucking person that y'all be claiming is an Indian. That's not wearing no feathers. And when people talk about everybody wearing feathers, that's complete bullshit. No, they're not. Everybody is not wearing fucking feathers. No, they're not. There's a certain headdress that only certain people is wearing. Oh, I guess I didn't put it in there. But still, though, one of the first literary mentions of the figure in the American context was in Washington Irving's 1809 book, Knickerbocker's History of New York. You know what I'm saying? So I just find it interesting that the same dude who came with this whole Santa story, the way that they tell it, you know what I'm saying? Because the dude, Santa Claus and all that, bruh, that's not around the world. That's just like a town thing. It was for the town. And here's the thing: the people that celebrate him, who they make fun of, the Moors. Why? That's the thing. Motherfuckers like, oh yeah, they enslaved the Moors. No, bro, no, motherfucker, no, nigga, no. Even if you want to claim that shit, because I believe they both still friends. I believe all this shit is a game to get motherfuckers twisted in it. But bro, the Santa Claus that goes everywhere, you know what I'm saying, delivers gifts to all the kids, because you got to remember, it's about a Saint Nicholas. It's about this dude that was like, you know, in battle, and he dropped kids gifts, you know, one day, like everybody in the neighborhood. It was something like that. Mix that with Santa Claus. Okay, that's cool and that's dandy, but that's not the story that y'all got. The story that you get in 1809 is about a dude that goes down chimneys, delivers gifts all over the world. Okay, that story, that one that came to America, that bypassed Europe. England. It didn't even go to England first. It went to England in 1864. It came over here by some Dutch people. Okay. Why the fuck would the story that comes over here first, you know what I'm saying? Why would it introduce a person that can get all across the world in one night? And he's from the North Pole. They didn't say no shit like that in the Santa Claus. And I don't think they were talking about he was from the North Pole. I don't think they said anything like that. I think they were just talking about he's a guy that's like a saint that, you know, judges kids and gives presents to good ones, and, you know, the bad ones get in trouble. But when you really peep it, and they talk about getting all across the globe, it's like, and then you look at where he's from, the North Pole, and then you learn about the Arctic Circle. You got to say something to yourself. If I was going to get some slaves over here fast, and I have to go through rough waters, and not have to be out there with nobody around so long, because you got Greenland, you got Canada, like everything is right there. Everything is so connected right there. And then, like I said, you gotta ask yourself a question: why are the people in America that have all these fucked up secrets and all this real truth, why do they own Alaska? Y'all niggas will never be able to get that connection right there. That's to lock the story down. The whole Siberian thing, slavery, all that stuff. The Pinta, the Maria, all that shit. Nobody ever came just across. They wouldn't have made it. The waters is too hectic. And they even say themselves that Christopher Columbus was lost. Wink, wink. He don't know where he went. So that means they don't know where he went. Facts. That's facts. That's facts. Can't nobody argue that with that fake character. But if you want to say they real, check this out. You can't argue that you knew how he got to Hispaniola, because there is no direction on how he got there. He was lost. In their story, he's lost. He thought he was in India. So there is no navigation on which way he went. Y'all don't know where he went. I do. He went to the motherfucking Arctic Circle. That's where he went, bro. This is the way that they got over here. And this imaginary story they had to make up because they couldn't tell the truth on how you do business. This was the secret gateway across the world. That's how you know that the world is round. People could say that the world's flat all they want. You can't, because of the North Pole, the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle proves the point. Nobody can argue it. You cannot argue that that's how it is, because you claim these Siberians walked over. Okay, that's an it's in history text around the world, but you also got to remember who fell. These Moors fell. These melanated beings fell. Okay, that's fine, but that's way over there. Nobody knows about over here yet. That's where people keep fucking up. You only get over here with your stupid ass Christopher Columbus story. Then everybody starts coming. Then America's ramshot. So it's like, wait a minute. Who dropped the ball? Who snitched? It was these motherfucking Moors. There's no way in hell that these people would have came over here. They would have never knew about this shit. That's how we know that Christopher Columbus is a Mason story. It's a made up story. It's a story from the world Illuminati, the fucking masters of this shit. They've been figured this shit out. They're like, they'll never figure it out. They'll never figure it out, because they're going to believe that motherfuckers can sail across the Atlantic Ocean like that. They're going to believe this dumb shit. There's no way in hell in those days sailboats would have made it that far. They would have had no food. They would have starved and died. Nobody would have ever made it that way. This way they could, because the waters are still. And there's too many places to network. You can get off right here. You can get off right there. You can get off right here. It's like you really don't have to travel around that long before you get there. There's too much snow. There's too much snow. There's no way they would have made it. How the fuck is people surviving off the water around there right now? You out your fucking mind. We see Antarctica people be living out there. Why don't nobody ever bring up the North Pole? Nobody ever talks about it. Why? Because that's, like I told you, it's a world Illuminati conglomerate. It's bigger than America. It's like the world secret. You know what I'm saying? That they keep over melanated beings' heads. It's like, yeah, there's some slavery that happened, but it happened the way that y'all think. And we damn sure didn't go the dumbass route that we show y'all that y'all think that we went. Nobody would ever went that way. It's retarded. Like, so that's why we made this character. It's a secret, wink, wink. But it's specialized from America, because they're the ones who hold the secret. Because where did people come? They came to the West, who nobody knew. Nobody knew about this place. Okay, how did they get over here? They took the Santa Claus route, where you can go all over the earth in one night. At least that's what it would seem like. That's what they're saying. You're on the whole other side of the world and didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Nova Scotia. It's like you're on a whole other side of the world. You didn't even know. You didn't even know that you didn't even know you just traveled the whole world right now. It wasn't even that long. That's how you get millions of people over. And so what? That they They say they first went to Brazil. So what's that mean? Like, what does that mean? They be like, oh, well, the Spaniards been over here. Nigga, who's telling you that story? Christopher Colombo. That's where you get that from when y'all talking about the Spaniards over here first. Nigga, what does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean they hold the secrets to the... No, but that means they used to. That's why all that Mason shit goes back to what? All that Vatican priest shit. When you be seeing Christ throwing up weird ass gang signs in his hand and all them fucking Michelangelo paintings and shit. Bro, what is that? That's them Latin days. That's the Latin Vulgate days. Okay, nigga. So it makes perfect sense for them to come over here first. What was Isabella? A fucking Catholic. So it's like, who came over here with the fucking breaking people on the rack, the fucking exercising demons and shit? Nigga, that's them. And they wasn't exercising demons. They were just killing people because they didn't want to follow you, motherfucker. They didn't know your language because, nigga, you're not from here. Motherfucker, but you came with guns and fucking, you just took over shit. Just like what? The European? That's why I don't understand why people be so happy to claim to be Latin. It's like, bro, you don't even get what that is. The fucking conquistador, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you? You know you're a fucking Indian. Especially if you're a Western person claiming to be Latin. It's so sad. It's so fucking sad. It's just so sad. Especially if you're in North America. If you're in America, the corporation, it's so sad. It's so fucking sad. You know they fucking did you dirty, nigga. Why you coming over here bullshitting? You gotta let that shit go. Not the spirit of your family and your people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you gotta let go of the ideology because it's sneaky. The first one was a sneak across. You keep giving it to them. All y'all historically keep giving it to the Spaniard first, but everybody trusting this motherfucker. Like, wait a minute, you dirty as one in the book. At least on my turf, on my side. Now, if people want to talk about the Africans, yeah, y'all got your own play, but I'm talking about the master play of all over the world. I think this shit is hilarious. That we didn't see it a mile away. And how these Moors keep trying to act like they the homies. And it's like, nah, bro. Y'all some fucking losers that try to come over here and claim some shit just because you knew it before these niggas did. That's all. That's all. Okay, yeah, you swam over here, homie. Okay, congratulations. What you want, a cookie? Okay, y'all swam over here, play. But that don't mean y'all helped us out. That don't mean y'all helped us out because y'all didn't leave no fucking sacred language for us to use. What y'all come over here as? The fucking conquistador. So, nigga, how you gonna claim to be a Moor knowing your last reign was in Spain? So that means you came over here speaking Spanish, player. So why are you trying to duff me off like I'm stupid? Like I don't see you trying to roll your old play. You just running it in English. But it's the same old spell. This is, oh, we're a part of this. And we're a dynasty of people. Ah, shut your funky ass up. You know what the funny thing about that is, pimp? I could have swore America had no Christians. I could have swore they had no Muslims. Nothing. All that shit had to recently start, right? And y'all still implementing that shit to this day. Tough. Y'all be holding on to them Bibles and the Qurans. Won't let them go. So why can't something else be made? Why can't a new thing be played? Why do we have to worry about what y'all been studying and how y'all feel about certain things, knowing that y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about? Why we got to worry about it? Why can't we look at it like, wait a minute, these Moors were some, they wasn't no bums, but they was some people that lost in battle. They were some people that lost in battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where we at? So it's like, how y'all come over here after losing in battle and now y'all got charity schools? Y'all giving out charity, nigga? Y'all got enough to give out things? You got enough to give out for free? Wow. That's crazy. 1754, huh? Wow. That bugged the fuck out. That's very interesting. For Indian education. Ooh. I wonder what that means. That's just stumbling. That's a stumbling roadblock because I know most people will be retarded with it. They won't get what you just said. It's like Moore's charity school for Indian education. Okay, so they're giving it out for free. Okay, that's the first eye opener. They're giving it out for free. Okay, what are they giving out? It was Indian education, educating for the Indian. All about what? How they're really Moors? But wait a minute, y'all got kicked out and then shipped over here as some slaves. So how do you claim dominion over here when people were already over here? And I'm not talking about these light bright, damn near white fucking supposed natives and indigenous people. No, I'm not talking about them, because people gotta remember the fucking conquistador was all through all of them. Him and the white boy. It was all through both of them motherfuckers. That's why certain shit we're just finding out now, because they hid the motherfuckers. But it's like they was through both of them. So if you think a village hasn't been hit by some of this adventurous sperm, this Indiana Jones shit, you smoking crack. They didn't ran through all these motherfuckers. That's why they keep them primitive. You think these niggas wouldn't have been wanted a warm house and a bed and all this? Oh no, they want to stay primitive. No, you're not teaching them nothing. You making a mockery of these motherfuckers. Like, you keep them locked out. That's what it is. They like, oh no, y'all in the free world. Y'all understand they are free. No, bro. No, you're a sick bastard. That's what you. You look at them like an experiment. They're like lab rats. It's real shit though. You wouldn't give a fucking primitive motherfucker a bed, a fresh warm shower, shit. Fuck it, a jacuzzi, man. Sit in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Eat a big steak, like cooked. You know what I'm saying? Like really cooked. You know, the gourmet. Put a little seasoning on it. Like, for real, y'all just gonna leave them out there like. Just like them Hungry Kid commercials, 35 cents, bruh. It got so bad they started asking for $20 for dogs. Dogs and cats. For $20, you get a little sippy cup or something. I don't know, but I'm saying that to say this show, man. You Moors, man. There's more to you motherfuckers. And at the same time, how did this motherfucker get all across the damn world in one night? How? You know what I'm saying? That's some real, CIA shit. That's some real, TV, television stuff. To be able to, enter every house, enter every room. How was he able to do that? You gotta always remember, man, that Arctic Circle is something else, man. The Arctic Circle is dangerous. The Arctic Circle is dangerous for a few reasons. For one, like I said, it finally explains how slavery happened, especially for the Indians, because the Indians were always like, well, shit, the slave story don't make no sense at the end of the day. How did they get them over here? Okay, here's your answer. And shout out to Michael C. Hampton. I think that's his name. I go front. That's why I got the jewel. I got the jewel of a lifetime. I was like, oh, yeah, this makes way more logical sense. Man, this makes so much sense why the government has people out here talking about flat earth. Shout out to Brother Sanchez. Sorry. I love you, bro. You cool, but I know I think you a fetty, man. I think you is a fetty because you keep people on that Space Jam, man. You keep people on that Space Jam, bro. You do. You keep people on that super mystical, esoterical miracle. Like, you don't break it down allegorically. You don't show them the science. You don't give them the road to walk on, bro. Like, how many times y'all gonna Space Jam with the people? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have a whole angle. Maybe there's a method to the madness. I don't know. But what I can say is, bro, flat earth don't make no sense because the Arctic Circle. And we can clearly see how these punks got over here with their little fugazi fucking white Britons. That's why they not from England. See? That's why the slaves, the white cargo that came over here is not from England. See, they from Britain. Remember, just like the Santa Claus story, flew right over the motherfuckers. You dig? See, I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to show you why that Alaskan hold is so tough. Why USA got that, and they way up there. Motherfuckers not even getting the whole point of that. It's like, nigga, because Canada didn't have no fucking slave trade. It came from the States. And they like, what that got to do with Alaska? Because they got the whole fake ass Siberian story. Not even telling you, nigga, they didn't migrate over here. Niggas brought over here. On everything. White boy take over Siberia and make it Russia in 1580, something like that. 1580. Okay, check this out. Motherfuckers is getting their name changed on the census right at that point. You know what I'm saying? 1600s is coming up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They already met with the Indian. They already called them different names. So we come to the 1600s, 1700s, 18. Man, y'all got to peep this shit. You got to peep the facts. Love everybody though, man. It's all good, man. It's a new year, man. Shit, I ain't even mad. I'm like, I'm just like, shit, man. Like, damn, like, for real? Like, that hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock, shit actually has some merit, because it's funny, the same person who told us the Santa Claus story is the same one who gave us the Christopher Columbus theory. And motherfuckers didn't even get how Chris got over here. Christopher, what did they intertwine the English Father Christmas with? Santa. Okay, so who is Father Christmas? Who are they talking about? The English. They said the English. Come on now. I didn't say that they was that far off, because the Dutch came through in the 1700s. Okay, King James had already came out in 1611. So who is the Father Christmas? They was talking about Christ. So here you go with your December 25th in Santa Claus, and now you get why it's intertwined, why they even did that, why motherfuckers is like, yo, why you hating on Santa? Santa loves Jesus, Jesus loves Santa. Why you think that is? It's the same notion, player. It's the same giddy up. But what I'm saying to you is, now that you know the whole secret map on how they got over here, now you know how even the Chinese got over here. Remember, for some reason, there was a gang of these motherfuckers already here building railroads and shit. like, how did niggas already here? It was like, nah, well, wait a minute. You know, the Indian is Asian. Well, how the fuck you saying that if they call them Chinese? Why wouldn't they call them Indians? Why they Chinese? How they get over here so quick? What we talking about? You can watch them Hollywood movies all you want, thinking that the fucking ocean is just a sunset and y'all just vacationing like at a Sandals resort. Get the fuck out of here. It's way deeper than you think. Way deeper than you think. Way deeper than you think, bro. It's like, no. These motherfuckers is not slick. They're not slick, they're not smooth, they're smart. But it's okay though. It's okay, because everybody gonna come together in the long run anyway. Everybody gonna bring it together. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna get right. We all gonna get tight. And you know, the service is gonna be remarkable. Excuse me. The service is gonna be remarkable. You know, everything starts stunning. Everything is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep 100. Let's energize your mind. Everything is 100. You know, everything I got right here is solid and sealed. Y'all kind of look retarded. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of look retarded, because with the Moors claiming to already own business back in the 1700s, that don't even make no sense. In America, that's an English, fool. They ain't no Morse language. So who you talking to? You talking about some Indians? Okay, so wait a minute. How they been indoctrinated as Indians speaking English? Why don't they know their own language? Why don't you know your own language? Ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? These niggas got this shit written in English. Moore's Charity School for Indian Education. But they ain't got none of their language. Okay, hold up. The Indian that they talking to can obviously read English because they're talking to them. So, okay, why they know their language? What the fuck? These motherfuckers is dirty, B. They dirty. They scamming. And they lied about motherfuckers' dynasty, man. You can say it's one way. You can say it's the other. You can say I'm right. You can say you right. But in the facts, I mean, when you look at, the world, you know what I'm saying? When you look at it for what it is, and then you hear the story that they told you, and it's just not adding up, man. And then you got your boy Irvin again. Your boy Irvin again is there. It's like, why is Irvin there again? It's Irvin again. It's Mr. Storyteller again. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus, he the only one who know all the information about Chris. And it's like, wow, that's funny. But wait a minute. He's the only one who gives us the story of Santa Claus first. But he's before England. If he's in America with this story in 1809, but historians think that Santa Claus first stepped foot in England in 1864, when he's featured alongside Father Christmas, they're talking about like God and Christ, same, it's the same notion, you know what I'm saying? Just like Father Time or all that shit, same shit. Shit, they call it grandfather clocks. You know what I'm saying? Grandfather, like, why? It's all mysteries, and there's so many different trips in there. But I'm saying I just think that's interesting that Santa Claus be looking like a fucking Moorish dude. He do. Like the hat, y'all can try to play it off. Nigga, that's a fez. Nigga, that's a fez. Just like the graduation cap. Like, y'all on the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all try to play it off like, oh, we ain't got nothing to do with that. We don't believe in none of that. And it's like, well, wait a minute, nigga. How the fuck is the original Ku Klux Klan suit look like Santa Claus, but they got the crescent moon and star, nigga? Who they learn that from, pimp? If the Klan don't come out until the 1800s, you know what I'm saying? And y'all motherfuckers got schools to teach Indians education in the 1750s. But y'all coming with Islam because y'all, I self Lord and Master, so y'all got the crescent moon and star. There's no way in hell that they would know that science before you. So how did the Klan get it? All the way to the 50s and the 40s, but I really think it was more the 50s, where you got the NOIs with Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad having meetings with the Ku Klux Klan. Why would that even take place? Why all through the 50s, the fucking hoses, the dog bites, the police arrests, the injustices, why did none of the NOIs ever get touched like that? Why? I scare the fuck out of people when I ask these type of questions. Why were they able to scuffle out of it? They never had any problems. Oh, nobody touches the Muslims. Oh, the Muslims. Oh, you don't want to mess with the NOIs. Oh, the Muslims. Oh. Why were they able to have that much push? But at the same time, have outfits that resemble the Klan, because the Klan came out before the NOIs. Gang. So if they got the crescent moon and star first, and the Moors claim that they've been over here first, and the Moors claim that we're the Hebrews and the Moors and the Muslims, they come through with all this East bullshit that none of the original Indian ever had, never needed. But I'm supposed to believe that I'm you, but you got these charity schools for Indian education. You giving this shit up for free. You begging us to come in your fucking room and listen to your bullshit. We think you're funny, but you're not. You're just like Santa Claus. How could a band get through the whole world in one night? Well, check out the Arctic motherfucking Circle. Check that out first. Check that out in Peep Game and see how this whole story makes perfect sense, because he's from the North Pole. This is the North Pole. That's it. The North Pole is the Arctic Circle. So you can get from Russia to Canada to Europe to Greenland to Alaska, wink, wink, all in one night. Especially with a helicopter now. Look at that. And y'all be like, oh, that's far away from each other. Not that far. Not if you had an airline right out that motherfucker. Shit, you crazy. Russian dude be in Canada in no time. No time flat. Of a plane? Of what? Nowadays? Shit. Why you think in Alaska there's so many white people? Why you think we think it's just regular white people, just American? No. Most of the motherfuckers is Russian, Canadians, like, you know what I'm saying? Greenland, Europeans, you know what I'm saying, from Europe. No, they all right there. It's right. It's a flight away. It's like it's nothing, B. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're like at the right place. Like a Russian to go to Alaska is nothing. The motherfucking temperature didn't even change. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. But I'm saying that to say this, man. Rewind, like, share, subscribe. Double this one back though. This one got mad jewels in it. This one got more jewels than Scrooge McDuck fucking bank, B. Like when he was swimming in them fucking coins. Yo, this is way too many fucking jewels for yo to lose. Like, it's the new year, man. We stepping it up. We a little bit fresher. Look, nah, shit. We always been fly. Not gonna lie. Look, man. What we doing here is telling them what it is. And what it is, yo, the story might have more truth to it than we thought. That's all. And I think the gig is up. Goes.